You wake up, check your phone, and overnight, you now have $1 trillion. $1 trillion. No warning, no explanation. It's just yours. At first, it feels like you just won life. But within hours, everything starts to change. People treat you differently. Decisions get heavier. And the life you thought you wanted starts to feel very different. Because the truth is, $1 trillion doesn't solve your problems. It replaces them. And by the end of this video, you're going to see money in a way most people never will. Close your eyes for a second. Just 1 second. Imagine you wake up tomorrow morning. Same bed, same room, same life. You reach for your phone like you always do. But this time, something is different. Your banking app has a notification. You open it, and you see a number that makes no sense. $1 trillion. Yours. Overnight. Your first thought is, this is a mistake. Your second thought is, what do I do now? And here's where everything you think you know about money is about to be destroyed. Because what happens next is nothing like what you imagined. Nothing like what movies show you. Nothing like what Instagram tells you. The $1 trillion life is not what you think it is. And by the end of this video, you will never look at money the same way again. Stay with me. Because this one is going to change everything. You haven't even had breakfast yet. And already, your life is not your own. Because here's what nobody tells you about having $1 trillion. The moment that money hits your account, 47 people are already working on your behalf. Lawyers, security teams, financial advisors, tax specialists, government officials. All of them waiting for you to wake up. All of them with urgent matters. All of them with decisions only you can make. You step outside your front door, and there are 3 black SUVs waiting. You didn't call them, you didn't ask for them, but you don't have a choice anymore. Because you are no longer just a person. You are an asset, a target, a responsibility. The moment you became a trillionaire, the world stopped seeing you as a human being and started seeing you as a number. And that number needs to be protected. Managed, controlled every single day for the rest of your life. Still excited? Because it gets more complicated from here. Let's talk about the part you've been imagining. The stuff. You buy 100 Bugattis. It costs you 0.000008% of your total wealth. That's like a regular person buying a stick of gum. Private jets, bought, islands, purchased, mansions on every continent, done before lunch. You fly to Monaco on a Tuesday for no reason other than you can. You stay in a penthouse that costs $50,000 a night. It feels like pocket change. And that's when the strangest thing happens. Something you never expected. Nothing feels special anymore. You bought the car you dreamed about for 10 years. And it felt like nothing. You stayed in the most expensive hotel suite in the world. And you missed your old bed. You ate at restaurants with 3 Michelin stars. And you craved the diner around the corner from home. Now we get to the part nobody puts in the brochure. The part that breaks people. You are surrounded every single second of every single day. Security, staff, advisors, guests, hundreds of people always around you. And you have never felt more alone in your life. Because here's the question that haunts every billionaire and every trillionaire who has ever lived. Does anyone actually love me? Or do they love what I can do for them? Your childhood friends start treating you differently. Your family members show up with business ideas. New people appear everywhere, all of them interesting, all of them warm, all of them wanting something. And slowly, without realizing it, you stop trusting anyone. You stop letting people in. You build walls as high as your net worth. Here's where the real education begins. Because the people who actually have this kind of wealth, they don't think the way you think they think. They stopped asking, what can I buy? Long ago. The question they ask every morning is, what can this money build? Every dollar is a soldier, and their job, every single day, is to deploy those soldiers in the right direction. They don't spend money. They put money to work. $1 trillion sitting still loses value every single day to inflation. So it cannot sit still. It moves into companies, into infrastructure, into technology that doesn't exist yet, into problems so big that solving them makes the wealth grow larger than it was before. That is how real wealth thinks. Not, what do I want today? But, what does the world need that doesn't exist yet? And how do I fund it? This is the mindset shift that separates people who have money from people who understand money. And here's the thing about that mindset. You don't need $1 trillion to start thinking this way. You just need to start asking the right question. Not, what can I buy? But, what can this build? And now I need to tell you the thing that will stay with you long after this video ends. The $1 trillion life is not the goal. It is the warning. Because here's what $1 trillion actually teaches you. Money does not solve problems. It replaces them. The person with no money worries about, can I pay my rent? Can I feed my family? Can I survive? The person with $1 trillion worries about, who can I trust? How do I protect this? What am I actually building? What does any of this mean? Different problems, same weight. And here's the most important thing I want you to leave with today. The happiest people on earth are not the richest. Study after study, research after research. The point where money stops improving your life when it is around $75,000 to $100,000 a year. After that, more money brings more complexity, more responsibility, more isolation, more pressure. The goal was never the trillion. The goal is what money gives you. Time, freedom, choice, security, impact. And you do not need $1 trillion to have any of those things. You need a plan. You need financial education. You need to understand how money actually works. That is what this channel is about. Not the fantasy of wealth, the reality of building it, one decision at a time, one video at a time. Subscribe to Holyfield Finance US, because next week, we are going to show you exactly how everyday Americans are building real wealth from nothing. No inheritance, no lucky break, no $1 trillion windfall. Just knowledge and a plan. See you there.